It's Miss Mary from MidPointe. How y'all doing? I know that you are staying healthy and you're washing your hands and you're wearing your masks and you're keeping your distance from people, right? Because while it's good to share, it's not good to share germs. We've got some good stories. Are you ready? Let's get started. If you're ready for a story, wave hello. If you're ready for a story, wave hello. If you're ready for a story and you want us all to know, if you're ready for a story, wave hello. If you're ready for a story, scratch your back. If you're ready for a story, scratch your back. If you're ready for a story and you want us all to know, if you're ready for a story, scratch your back. Well, that was kind of a weird thing to say, huh? Wonder why I was thinking about scratching backs. Maybe it's because our first book is called Can Somebody Please Scratch My Back? This one was written for us by Jory John and illustrated by Liz Climo. I have a friend here at the library who always says that his back itches and he needs somebody to scritch it for him. So this story is going out just to my friend Alice. All right. Can somebody please scratch my back? I'm going to wiggle around here and get myself comfortable. So here's our friend, an elephant. An elephant says, I've got an itch. Now, before I turn the page, I want you to look at the way those words are written, kind of small and simple and straight. And do you see there's one little scritchy mark on his back there? Keep an eye on how the words change, the way they look, and how the little scritchy on his back changes. I've got an itch. Can somebody please scratch my back? Anybody? Hey, Mr. Turtle, can you scratch my back? There's no way I would reach. Will you try at least? I'd rather not. Urgh. Hey, Mr. Crocodile, can you scratch my back? Absolutely. And elephant goes plunk, plunk. Says the alligator. You know what the elephant says? I gotta go. Erg. And look now, instead of one little itchy mark, now he's got three. You know how sometimes when you have an itch that you don't scratch, it gets worse? Hey, Mr. Snail, can you scratch my back? Sure. And an elephant says, you're making it feel all slimy. Well, you're making me feel all elephanty. Erg, says elephant. Hey, Mr. Hippo, can you scratch my back? I suppose. You're just bumping into me. Oh. Hippo's just bumping like that. Elephant says, stop it. Arr. Hey, Mr. Sloth, can you scratch my back? And Sloth says, yes, of course. You're taking too long, says Elephant. I'm going as fast as I can. Oh, never mind. And now look at him. Hey, Mr. Snake, can you scratch my back? Don't have any hands. Oh, I forgot. I can use my fangs if you want. Oh, no, that's okay, says the elephant. Hey, Mr. Bunny, can you? I overheard you from before, and I'm happy to oblige. Oblige means do what you like. How's that? Says Rabbit. Where's that rabbit? And Elephant says, that's not my back. Oh, I'm sure you're mistaken, says the bunny. Get off my trunk, Bunny. Oh, you're rude. This itch is the worst. I need help fast. And the meerkats pop up. We can help. Are we helping? No, you're just tickling me. And they say, please stop moving, says the elephant. And then the meerkat says, you're squishing our tails. And they say, that's it, we're leaving. Oh, please come back, meerkats. Oh, I have an itch on my back and it will never be scratched and I just don't know what to do. And now look, those itchy marks are really big and sharp and pointy. Do I have to do everything around here myself? Trim. Who's that? Do you know what that is? It's a hedgehog. Hedgehog says, howdy. A sloth told me all about your itch. It sounds dreadful. Perhaps I can help. I'm quite pokey. Thoughts? Look, the elephant uses her trunk to scoop up that hedgehog. And look, elephant's using the hedgehog like a back scritcher. And you know what the elephant says? Oh, that feels much better. Off you go. And look, yikes, gosh, sheesh, woo, eesh, oof. Finally, somebody was actually helpful. But here's Hedgehog saying, help, I'm stuck. No, my stomach itches. Can somebody please scratch my stomach? Anyone? I'm on my way. Oh, thank goodness, says the hedgehog. And notice that it's nighttime. Now the sun's coming up. Almost there. And Hedgehog says, and that is, can somebody please scratch my back? Did you hear people laughing? My friends who are here helping me are laughing. It is kind of funny, isn't it? Oh, my stars. You know what? I think we should get up and move around. Now, we're not going to be flinging each other around like the elephant did with the hedgehog, but we are going to be moving in certain ways. So today's song, again, comes to us from Jim Gill. Are you ready? Get your dancing feet on.
Now, yesterday was an interesting day. Let me tell you what happened. I woke up in the morning and I slid right out of bed. I slid into the bathroom and the comb slid across my head. I slid into the kitchen and I slid into a chair. And when I finished breakfast, I slid right out of there. I slid into my coat and I slid my way to work, and then I was slid from task to task and slid back home again. I slid into the kitchen, and when I was well fed, I slid into my pajamas and I slid back into bed.
Have you been sliding?
Now this morning, things were a little different. I woke up in the morning and I rolled right out of bed. I rolled into the bathroom and the comb rolled across my head. I rolled into the kitchen and I rolled into a chair. And when I finished breakfast, I rolled right out of there. I rolled into my coat and I rolled my way to work, and then I was rolled from task to task and rolled back home again. I rolled into the kitchen, and when I was well fed, I rolled into my pajamas and I rolled back into bed.
You got it? One more day.
Now tomorrow is a brand new day. So, I'll wake up in the morning and I'll jump right out of bed. I'll jump into the bathroom and the comb will jump across my head. I'll jump into the kitchen and I'll jump into a chair. And when I finish breakfast, I'll jump right out of there. I'll jump into my coat and I'll jump my way to work, and then I'll be jumped from task to task.
You ready to jump some more?
I'll jump back home again. I'll jump into the kitchen.
Keep jumping!
And when I am well fed, I'll jump into my pajamas and I'll jump back into bed.
Wasn't that fun? That one was called sliding, rolling, jumping. Had fun. Whew. Has me really tired. I might be too tired to read. I think I'm gonna need your help with reading this book, okay? Whew. So this next book we have is called Tuesday, and it was written for us by David Wiesner. And you see the big gold sticker? Do you remember? The gold sticker tells us that this was the best picture book that came out the year that this book was published. I really, really like it. One of the things, hey grown-ups, one of the things that they look for when they assign that prize is, can you tell the whole story with just the pictures and no words? And you certainly can in this one. So this is called Tuesday, and you'll see here the frogs. Frog sitting on a lily pad. Frog going up in the air. Multiple frogs up in the air. Now, I'm not going to say a whole lot of words. I want you to tell your grown-up what's going on in this book. Tuesday. Tuesday evening, around 8. What is that turtle thinking? Look at those frogs. The fish are looking up out of the water. What are they saying? Do you see the turtle pulled its head back in? How do you think this frog is feeling? What do you think that bird says? Does that look like your neighborhood? What would you do if there were frogs flying through your neighborhood? 11:21 p.m. That's almost the very middle of the night. What's he doing? What does he see? What is he thinking? This is one of my favorites. Can you imagine what it would be like to be a frog flying through the air and finding somebody's laundry out on the line? Look at those guys. My favorite frog in all of this is this one right here, who's coming out of the pants leg. Superhero frog. Uh-oh. Sometimes the grandma in my family falls asleep in front of the TV. Think that's what happened? Look at that frog right there. Knows how to use a remote. And look at that cat. I wonder what that cat does. 4:38 a.m. I'm sure you're sleeping at that time. Uh-oh. Do you think the dog is going to get the frog? Frog must be frightened, huh? Now how do you think the dog feels? Now if you notice, the sun is starting to come up now. You can tell by the way the light is on the buildings. Now, what's happening to the frogs on their lily pads? Now that it's daytime, I guess they can't fly. They fell and now they're hopping back. How do you think that guy feels? That was fun. Now it's over. And now, at daytime, people are trying to figure out what's going on. Do you remember him, the guy having the late night snack who saw the frogs out his window, talking to the TV reporters? There's that dog. Next Tuesday, 7:58 p.m. What do you think is happening on the farm now? Whoa. Isn't that a fun book? That's called Tuesday. I especially like that book because every single time I read it, it's different. Because every time I read it with a different person. And everybody has a different way of telling that story, which is what makes it great. Wouldn't it be boring if we were all exactly the same? Oh, I don't think I'd like that at all. Okay, so we shared some stories. We did some dancing. How about we think about that song that we sang where one day he slid and the next day he rolled and then the third day he jumped? Which one of those are you gonna do today? Are you gonna slide or roll or jump from place to place? Won't that be fun? Just one quick thing, if your grown-up asks you to stop doing it, then you stop doing it, okay? All right, well thanks for joining me for Stories and Songs, and I'll catch you next time. See you later, alligator, after a while, crocodile, give a hug, ladybug, blow a kiss, jellyfish. See you soon, big baboon, out the door, dinosaur, take care, polar bear, wave goodbye, butterfly. Bye-bye, everybody.